In today's video, I want to talk about the meaning behind the word, behind the concept, behind the idea of spirituality. First things first, for me, the term spirituality is basically interchangeable with the word religion or existential philosophy. What I mean by that is just that, in my view, all these different kinds of religions, all these different kinds and schools of yoga, all these different kinds of philosophies about the meaning of life, about the highest reality, all these theories about God or the lack of God. For me, they essentially all point to the same thing. And they use different kind of practices, definitely different approaches to this topic. They use different kinds of symbols and words. But for me, at least most of them point to the same thing. And for me, spirituality is one of these concepts, one of these ideas. And nowadays, I think there are a lot of people who say that they're spiritual, but they're not religious. And I can completely get that point, because the word religion or being religious can sound very heavy. There are a lot of connotations with this word religion. But essentially, at least in my view, religion and spirituality point or want to lead you to God or to your true nature, to your highest self. And in basic terms, for me, that just means living in harmony with life, living without suffering. Not that you will never suffer in your life once you're really spiritual or really religious, but in a sense that you're avoiding all the unnecessary suffering and pain. You're not putting more gas into the fire. You're not falling prey to illusions of money, fame, of non-essential things. You're just living in harmony with everything you need, everything that you really need to feel fulfilled. That's also another way of putting all of this. Religion and spirituality want to lead you to a fulfilled life, to feeling alive, to being at peace. And now to my personal view of spirituality, what this process actually looks like, what this is all about, is for me, it's best put, or the best word to describe all of this is the word remembering. And maybe I can put a little chart somewhere here of the etymology of this word, of the origin of this word. And this word comes from Latin and basically means, or it's basically two words. It's re and member. And member basically means mindfulness, or to be mindful. So to remember is to be mindful again. So for me, this whole process, or this whole idea of spirituality, is to come back to your true nature, to come back to love, to harmony, to living your best life. And why I define this word like this, or to say how my experiences define this word for me, is because, it's because it's because the last few weeks and the last few months of my life, maybe in the last few years of my life, have always been like this story. I'm striving towards living in harmony, because sometimes I feel this emptiness or this depression, this existential drought or sadness. And then I look at my life and I see that I'm not living really authentically. I'm doing different things that really, my eye. I'm doing different things that are not, that they don't serve the same purpose. They have different motives behind them. So I'm like scattered and a little bit clueless. And once I organize my life, not in a very strict way, that can also happen, but then I also don't feel at peace. But in my case, if I meditate regularly, if I'm serving my purpose that I feel to be true for myself, teaching about meditation, helping others to understand this process of meditation, to live in harmony, to live at peace, to enjoy their lives, then I really feel good about myself and about my life. And my intuition, what's going on inside of me, is always like leading me onto this path. So being myself or being the best version of myself is like my way of spirituality. It's my way of being fulfilled. And it always happens that I fall off from this path because I'm chasing money or any other thoughts, ideas in my mind that they might have some value, they might satisfy me temporarily, but they're never able to fulfill my heart. So for me, spirituality is always coming back to those things that really fulfill your heart, that really make you go to bed and wake up with a smile on your face. With, calmness in your mind. At least most of the time. So that's what spirituality means to me. Coming back to what you really desire, what you as a human being really need, to your purpose, to your true nature, to the best version of yourself, whatever you want to call it. There's so many words, and I already used so many words in this video, but it's really more about the feeling. It's really more about having this feeling inside of yourself, inside of your heart, this feeling of intuitively knowing what I'm doing right now is good for me. And if you feel what I'm doing right now it's not good for me, there's something lacking, there's something not quite right, then in my view, meditation is one of the best practices to really see what's going on and to make you realize what you need to do, what you need to change to feel fulfilled again. Thank you for watching. If you if you like this video, it would be really appreciated if you could give me a thumbs up to help me grow my channel, to help spread my word. If you haven't subscribed yet, if you want to do that, if you want to see more of my videos, then feel free to do so. And yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye. Oh well, hopefully see you soon.